There were a lot of systems issues that were kind of archaic. There wasn't a lot of participation with the National Council of Juvenile and Family Court Judges. And when I became a judge, that's who I tied into, and boy, I'm still grateful to this day. The science has evolved, technology's involved, our better partnering with private government, others, nonprofits. That's all good stuff, and that's continued to really strengthen so that instead of just heroic leadership, we're trying to do systems change that will last.
I've used him as a resource and a contact on the juvenile justice legislation which I brought forward. He is somebody that I've learned to trust. He's taught me a lot of very important things as I go forward, and he really is a key person that I look to as we try to protect the children in our state.
Judge Johnson is really a rock star for us. He is always looking for new ways to do things. Constantly he's working on new projects. I can't even keep track of all of them, but he is a wonderful judge and a wonderful guy. He always keeps children first, and that is why he is such a good judge. That's why people have recognized him all around the country.
What I really admire about what Judge Johnson does in his courtroom is that it's an open environment. It's a place where difficult decisions are made, but he creates an environment where the families are as comfortable as they can be to have those difficult conversations, and always with a high level of respect for everybody involved, whether that's the young people or the families or the attorneys. I think people will tell you that Judges Court is a place of respect.
We were really taught that the role of the judges is significant and that we're not just magistrates who call balls and strikes, and that within reason you can build a tone in your court that is respectful, that's civil, that shows compassion while holding people accountable.
I saw the compassion with which he treated the people in his courtroom. I saw his innovation and willingness to try to figure out the best solution for the children who were coming before him. And I think that compassion and that caring nature that Judge Johnson has sets him apart as something special.
So I'm really teaching and letting that mom or dad know how important they are and how important their children are, and that if these allegations are true, all we want to do is help you be the parent that you want to be, which is who your child needs. In some ways, you can see on their faces they can't believe they're being treated like that. They feel bad, they feel ashamed that their kid just went into foster care. They come in trauma through mental health issues, substance abuse issues, domestic violence, and chaotic life and so forth. So they don't need to be beat up. They don't need to be disregarded as if they're marginal in society. They need to be embraced and called forward.
He has headed up the initiative essentially that covers kids from birth through kindergarten, and he has pushed that all around the state of Nebraska. So he's made all of our judges aware of the particular importance that those very young kids have in the system, and if you can give kids of that age some stability, it goes a long way into making them productive kids, productive teenagers, and ultimately productive adults. So that's one of the things that was special to him, was a special initiative to him, and I think has been very fruitful for all of our judges.
I've had the opportunity to talk to families who have been in his court and have been subject to a difficult decision, for instance, maybe to have their child removed from their home. And to talk to them after that decision is made, a decision that obviously is very emotional for them, but to talk about how much Judge respected them and made the decision in the best interest of their family is very telling.
I had read articles years ago about dogs in court and how therapeutic it could be and a calming influence. Finnegan was really my wife's dog, and it was in his first year. And she said, "You ought to start bringing Finnegan to court. he's got the demeanor and would do well. We started bringing them, and it was an immediate difference, calming influence, not only for the children and their parents, but every single person who walked in our doors.
When I think of Judge Johnson, I think of a compassionate person. Whether he's seeing families in court or he's working with community leaders on system reform efforts, he cares very much about the people that he works with, and he makes the people around him better. He very much brings out the best in all of us.
That's what's so amazing about Judge Johnson, and is his willingness to go above and beyond to treat each person with respect and dignity, and his heart is way bigger than his courtroom.